Hello and welcome again to James's Soapbox. Now I know I haven't done a video for a while, but I did do one, but I decided to do it a bit later, break it up, because it was quite a big topic. So in the meantime, I've decided that I'm going to do a bit about the House of Lords in the British political system. Now, in recent years, decades even, there's been many proposals for reform, wholly elected, part elected, all appointed, and I'm going to adopt probably quite a conservative view of it, in that I believe the best thing for Britain would be to have an appointed House of Lords. Why do I think this? Well, first of all, let me eliminate the other possibilities. A wholly elected chamber throws up many problems. No doubt, obviously, what electoral system you would use, and if you had a more democratic, supposedly electoral system, proportional system, then that would call into question the viability, the supremacy of House of Commons. Now, I think the House of Commons needs to remain the principle, the only democratic in that way part of the House, because that way it maintains the balance of power and the quite clear accountability, whereby practically all, of course, ministers are in the Commons. They can be obviously asked questions and things, whereas if you have ministers from both houses, it creates a lot of problems. So I don't think that having a wholly elected chamber would be a good idea. I think Commons needs to remain the principled chamber in Parliament. Secondly, for similar reasons, I don't think that we should have a hybrid system for the House of Lords, where some are appointed and some are elected, because then you have a similar problem, but within just the Lords itself, of accountability and of their ability to represent people's views. People would say that the elected Lords are more representative of public opinion, and therefore they should be more powerful, and the other Lords should be less powerful. And I think that such a system would just be a disaster, because it would just completely mess up. It's just an unworkable system, whereas by some Lords seems more representatives and others are not. And I just don't think that can work. I think the only option is to have something similar to the Irish Parliament's upper chamber, a sort of House of Experts, if you will, appointed by probably some sort of independent commission that looks at areas of the economy and public life in general, and take experts from that field and put them into the Lords, where they can place a critical eye on legislation that can look more clearly at the impact of the legislation rather than some sort of party political view. So, although, like now, the Commons could still rush legislation through there, they can't rush legislation through both houses. They would still have a second house that looks at the viability of the laws, whether they're properly written, whether they're realistic. And I think that would be a much better system. It would help rein in any populism that the government would have, as the Lords does now, and just generally bring an extra level of maturity that an elected house would not have, as is the system now. And I think that would work miles better than any other way. That's just my view, of course. If you want to challenge that, feel free to leave a comment here on the video or post your own video response, but that's my opinion of it anyway, and I hope this at least provoked some thoughts, even if you did not agree with me, because obviously it's a fairly conservative viewpoint. I realise that. This is just the way I feel about it. This is, to myself, logical. But you may not think that, of course. So, like I say, leave a comment, and see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.